Hi, my name is Mitch with Rideshare Dashboard. I'm just going to talk to you a little quick about what you can expect here, and then just go over a few little tidbits that we'll also cover in upcoming videos. So, Rideshare Dashboard is kind of a collection focused on Eau Claire and Minneapolis, where we're trying to provide information for riders to find really cool places to check out or visit, or different events that are going on, and just list those in one location that riders that are not from the area will be able to check out. Now, with that being said, we're also working to provide video training for drivers that will allow them to succeed at being a rideshare driver, as well as go above and beyond by providing 5-star service to every single rider. Now, one of the things that I want to talk about with that too is we are going to have videos available for riders to give them an insight into how ride sharing works, as well as just kind of what they should be expecting from their drivers, and then kind of some of the ins and outs of what drivers can and can't do, just because sometimes there is that misconception that just because rideshare drivers are independent contractors, we can do what we want. Which brings us to, what is ride sharing? Ride sharing is essentially a platform-based network. It's not a business, it's a network. The business is actually you. You're an independent contractor as a driver, and so what that means is you have to withhold your own tax, so you get your 1099, you got to do your own insurance, and so forth and so forth. Essentially, you're your own boss. You're a business owner. Take ownership. Be proud. Go above and beyond. But I want to talk more also on, the two of the major platforms out there, which is Uber and Lyft. So the major difference between the two is Uber also offers what they call Uber Eats, which essentially is similar to things like DoorDash and Grubhub, where people can go through the app, purchase foods, and then your driver will go pick it up and deliver it right to your house. Now, that's awesome, but understand that with that, you do have that smell, so I highly recommend keeping some kind of odor deodorizer or something, some kind of car scent that you can just kind of push a couple sprays under your seat if needed, and so forth. As well as kind of an insulated bag for transport. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about, is driving right for you? Now, one of the things you need to keep in mind with driving is you need to be service orientated. That means if you're going to be like really finicky and picky about your car and things like that, like, oh, you're drunk, nope, I'm not giving you a ride, or you say you're picking somebody up from the gym, oh, you stink, nope, sorry, you can't get in. Those kind of things are not going to help you succeed, and you're probably going to get a bad rating as a driver. And yes, ratings matter when both riders and drivers get rated. As a matter of fact, we also rate the people at all the Uber hubs or the Uber employees. So ratings matter. Now, if you're wondering how to sign up, I recommend going to our website, which is rideshare-.com. There's a bunch of different tabs. Go ahead and click driver if you want to become a driver. You can learn more about that. Click rider if you want to become a rider. And if you're a business or driver or rider or whoever, and you want to get an item or location or event or something going on listed on our website, go ahead and click community and fill out the form. Now, like I said, is driving right for you? The biggest thing you got to ask yourself is, why are you driving? For me, I have two primary and one secondary reason. My secondary reason is I just don't want to sit at home and do absolutely nothing. I like to take back road trips. I like to go cross country, and I just like to get out and drive anyways, so I might as well take advantage of this opportunity. Now, that's my secondary. My first primary is I got into this so that way I could go ahead and build a college fund for my sponsor child who's over in the Philippines. I'm hoping to eventually go visit her, but over the course of the next 10 years before she turns 18, I want to have some money put away to help her with any college expenses. And the other reason I do this is my mom was in an auto accident back when I was 7. So, this was many moons ago, but the fact remains that it was caused by a drunk driver. And so by being an Uber and Lyft driver, I am able to take advantage of the opportunities to make sure people get home safely. And for me, that's kind of personal. So my reasons for getting into actually driving are, I guess, really personal options. It's not I just wanted a job that had flexibility, or I just wanted to do something. This is a real opportunity to make a difference. It may not seem like it, but you have the ability to take someone's bad day and turn it around into a good day. And that kind of brings us back and also into, why are you driving? So you'll understand that just because somebody gets in your car and they're a jerk doesn't mean you did something or they're that way. You have no idea what happened to them. Maybe their car broke down, and right now they're just kind of feeling down, they're stressed, they're not themselves, and maybe they're just kind of feeling like embarrassed that they got to do this. You don't know what's going on in their life. And so if you can service that person and go above and beyond, even as simple as something as simple as offering candy in your car, a charger, hey, I got a bottle of water in the door, that could turn that person's day around and say, oh man, that's awesome, thank you, I was definitely getting thirsty. You have no idea what little thing could turn that person's day around. So that is something to consider, and that's something I learned doing 5 years of retail management. So the last thing I kind of want to really go into is your first ride jitters. Everyone's going to be a little nervous until they get going, and they're always like, oh, well, what if something bad happens, blah, blah, blah. First thing I always say is get a dash cam. Get a dash cam. If you have questions on which one to get, I'll give you my recommendation because I'm using it right now to record this. Get a dash cam and go ahead and keep that on, but make sure it's a front, back, and have audio. But understand also it's best to I got stickers on the outside of my car, and I'll do a car tour later on. But basically it says that, hey, this car is video and audio surveillance, and you're getting in the vehicle is your consent. So legally I'm kind of covered on that respect, but again, that's something to take into consideration as well. And I want to talk about people that upload their videos to YouTube. Now, within the realm of photography, and I'm not even talking about professional, but even amateur, one thing you got to understand by law is if a person is in an area where they have reasonable expectation of privacy, you cannot go ahead and violate that. So, if somebody gets into the car, they're having a conversation and things like that, because they're enclosed in the vehicle, they do have a reasonable expectation of privacy. So posting your videos of your riders and things like that on YouTube could get you into a world of trouble that you do not want to get into. So that's one reason I will not be posting any videos of my riders in here unless I have their consent, which I typically am not going to ask for because I have no intention of doing it, but I might talk about some of the things that come around. And so that's something to take into consideration. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'm going to upload these videos. Well, you need to watch what you're doing legally because you're violating that privacy the same way that just because I live across the street from you and your window's open doesn't mean I can point my camera and start taking pictures. You have a reasonable expectation of privacy in your home, and you have somewhat of an expectation of privacy in the vehicle. Now, obviously walking by, you see things, but especially when you're doing audio, people have an expectation that whatever they say in the car isn't for the ears around them, especially when the windows are up and things like that. So that's something to take into consideration. So if you're looking to join and become a rider or a driver, go to www.rideshare-.com. You can click either the rider or driver tab on the top. There's referral links. Use those referral links because those referral links are going to do two things. They're going to benefit us as a driver, obviously, because we're referring you, but it's also going to benefit you. A lot of times Uber and Lyft have promotions for new riders that come on where sometimes you might get $5, sometimes you might get a free ride or something like some kind of credit or things like that into that sign up. So take advantage of that opportunity. And like I said, those codes will be listed down below, but also on our website. And don't forget to subscribe because we are having a ton of video content coming up. And I really would love to see you succeed at being a rideshare driver. So if you have any questions, please go to our website, hit the contact page, like us on Facebook. We'll post a lot of stuff on there, including if I find updates and things on policy changes through Uber and Lyft. We'll share that there too to keep people informed. If you're somebody from the Eau Claire area, including even the Twin Cities, go ahead and like us on Facebook too, because as we come across different events or things that sound really cool, we're going to post that right on our page and help promote that as well. So, like I said, I just want to make sure that you guys get good information, you guys are getting good quality training, and that's what Rideshare Dashboard is all about. So, thank you and have a wonderful day.